Hello everyone, my name is Michaela, Cinematic Stitches here on YouTube, and welcome to my channel all about cross stitch. I'm happy to have you all here with me today. We are in November already. This whole year's flown by, it's kind of crazy, but I have a lot to share with you, so I'm just gonna dive right into it because there's a lot. But I hope you all have a nice warm drink or something, some stitching, and let's get the show on the road. So I finished so many things last month. I am so excited. First off, this is about a week later than I normally film. I typically film every 3 weeks, but last week, which is when I normally would have filmed, I was actually in Toronto for Stitch North, which was so much fun. I will talk about it a bit later in this video. But basically we have almost all of October to unpack, and I finished a lot of stuff. I had a couple new starts and a few whips as well. So yeah, as I said, let's just dive into it. First, we'll start with the finishes because those are really fun. First finish is this little guy. I started this maybe the first or second weekend of October. It is from the Jack-o'-lantern Jubilee book. I think that's what it's called. I couldn't find the book. I put it somewhere. I don't know where it went. But it's from With Thy Needle and Thread by Brenda Gervais. And yeah, look at that. It's so cute. I'm going to turn this into a little pillow. This is on a 32 count. I believe it is dirty linen. I think that's what it's called. I don't know the dyer. I could not find that information for the life of me. But this is almost all stitched with DMC. Okay, so side note, that book, the Jack-o'-lantern Jubilee, does not have DMC conversions inside of it. I think all the threads listed are color and cotton, gentle arts, things like that. There's no DMC conversion. So I found one online and I used that, except for the pumpkin, which I stitched in Samhain by Brin & Needle because I have that color and I thought it would be perfect for the pumpkin. But yes, there we go. So there's one finish. The second item I finished, I actually don't even have with me. I gave it to a friend. So I started and finished, and then fully finished, Halloweenies by Bent Creek. And that looks like this. So this is what it looked like before I gave it to my friend, and here it is on my friend's shelf as well. I thought it would be the perfect gift because my friend Christy is in a band called Wrong, and they just released a Halloween EP, so a short album that was recorded here. My husband mixed and produced it. And she had the album release party while I was away in Stitch North, and I'm like, oh my god, that's perfect because the art, oh my god, my cat just jumped on all my projects and scared himself. It's okay, honey. Anyway, the art for the Halloween EP is this, and this is how Halloween EP is written. You see we have a Dracula hot dog here. So I thought Happy Halloweenies is the perfect congratulations on your album release gift. So I stitched that up, I finished it. My husband gave it to her and she loved it. So I'm happy with that. But that was another finish I got. Very exciting. And then, okay, what do I show next? Do I show my big one? I'm going to save my biggest finish for the end. I had a third start and finish. So this is, oh Lord, what is it called? My cat is sitting on my notes. Excuse me, honey. Are you sitting on my notes? Hold, please. Okay, he was sitting on my notes. So I had a third start and finish. This was from the Just Cross Stitch Halloween Edition magazine. It is called Haunted Hill by Cotton Pixels. And it looks like this. So I, as you can see, I focused a lot on Halloween smalls because I've been working on big projects all year. I just wanted the joy of being able to start something cute and finish it off. And I did it. And it felt good. So here it is. I changed the color of the house so it would suit the fabric a bit better. I think like, of course, I probably should have brought the magazine with me. It's like somewhere else in my house. But the fabric was like a bit darker, and it was meant to be this sort of like greeny. I think like the houses were meant to be sort of like a mossy green or some type of green. Either way, I thought it would have looked gross against this fabric, so I went with purple, which it's kind of picking up correctly. The light's a bit warm, but you get the idea. This is stitched on, I believe it's 28 count. Is it called Eek? I think this fabric's called Eek. From Picture This Plus, it's a Lugana. And I had like a scrap of it lying around. And there we have it. A third finish. Oh my God. Who is she? Who is she? Okay. Like I said, I'm going to save the big one for last. A fourth finish I got. I did indeed finish Don't Look by Dees 20 Stitches and Uncanny Kari. This is from their Giallo Chillers collection. And I love all those patterns. And this was so much fun to stitch. If you remembered my last video, I was like really concerned because I was running out of this fluorescent yellow thread. It's DMC 444, I think. And I was so concerned that the dye lot would have changed because I was using my Auntie Carol's old stash, and it is like older, like, you know, sometimes dye lots shift. And I was concerned that it would have just not matched with anything, but you know what? I can't tell a difference between the two threads. So I think they're fine. But there it is. I love this. Ding. I think it was just like stitched on a 14 count Aida. It's perfect. It's perfect and I love it. Yeah, so happy to have that done. Okay, and here it is. My big finish. I finished The Chopping Mall by the Witchy Stitcher. This is my second oldest whip. I started it during the summer of 2020 when I was super depressed and looking for anything to do to distract myself from what was happening in the world. And I discovered the Witchy Stitcher and I started this pattern and it's finished. I put a lot of stitches into this thing in Stitch North and I was able to ring the bell, show it off. And here it is. And here it is. Ah! Oh my God. It's incredible, isn't it? Check that out. I can't remember where I was the last time I showed this. I don't think Candyman was finished up here, and definitely none of the stuff on the bottom was either. But yeah, you can see there's like Gage from Pet Cemetery with the cat. There's the Killbot from the Chopping Mall. There's, I think this is, what's his name? The little boy from It. I think that's meant to be his, maybe that's meant to be his tricycle? Oh, there's a stray thread on this. Anyway, it's someone's tricycle down there. But I added that tricycle, all the blood. The stairs were not here. The Killbot was not there. The grave, none of the black was. Like, there was a lot of stitching left on this thing. But it's done. Oh, it's done. Okay, hang on. Let's just get a picture with it, shall we? Okay, let's make sure it's all in frame. I'm so pleased. I'm literally so pleased. So me and my table mates, two of my table mates, Tara from Will the Women Crafts and Erin from the Hathaway Stitchers, they also had finishes. So we went up together, we rang the bell, one after each other, and we took this lovely picture here, all three of us posing with our projects that we finished up at Stitch North. And I just gotta say, I'm so happy with this. Like, I know I keep showing it, but I love it so much. It's so good. Yeah, I'm very proud of myself for finishing it. This is I gotta frame it. I gotta put it on my wall. It's been here for too long. I need to show it off. Anyway, my cat's sitting on all my stuff. Hi, honey. You're gonna have to move. Okay, so those are all my finishes. That was 5 finishes last month. Like, that's pretty epic for me. I'm usually not that kind of stitcher. So it feels pretty good to have done that. And nice that like 3 of them were like starts and finishes, so new starts, and 2 were some I had been working on for a little while, a long while in the case of the chopping mall. Okay, let's show off some of my new starts. So first off, kind of near, well, not super near the beginning of the month, but earlier on in October, oh, please get off my fabric. Thank you. I started, oh my gosh, there's so many little threads all over it. I just had it floating around in a bag that clearly like had a lot of little clippings. Anyway, earlier in the month, I started Monster House by Satsuma Street. I did that over a Discord call with Tara from Will the Women Crafts. And here's my very small, but still a start. This is the top of the doorway. There's going to be like an arched doorway here. Oh, I should show you. This is what the pattern looks like. This was a Sal. It's done now. But I bought it because I thought it looked really cool, and I've never stitched anything from Satsuma Street, and I really like the colors. So I thought, okay, that would be pretty cool to do. So I did start it. I have it on, is this an even weave? What is this? I think this is an Ada. Yeah, this is a 14 count Ada from Witch's Garden Crafts called Witch's Brew, which I thought was a really cool color for this pattern. And if you will notice, I already have to frog something. I stitched this and I was looking and I'm like, I don't know. I don't think it's supposed to be this light purple in there. And I double checked my key and like, yeah, lo and behold, I had picked up the wrong color and put it in this area here. So that's gonna have to come out the next time I pick this up, but that's fine. I started it. Tara and I had a lovely chat on Discord, and yeah, it was just cool to get this going. So that's one new start. And I had another one as well. I'm gonna like talk properly about Stitch North at the end of this, but you're gonna hear like little bits and pieces about it throughout this, because that's just gonna be how this video flows. Okay, so my new start, I did have a new start at Stitch North, and I think this was Hillary's idea. Hillary from Subpar Stitches came up with a stitch along that we could all do that like everyone could do kind of what they wanted. And that was, we would pick one of the cute little houses from Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitchery. So she has like a whole line of different houses. This is like from the autumn line. There's like, I don't know, like 12 houses for autumn, 12 houses for Christmas. Maybe it's not 12, but it's quite a few. There's like a bunch of spring houses as well. And basically everyone picked their favorite house and started working on that. And I believe if you want to join along, we do have a hashtag. It's called, I believe it's called the Houses of Sal Lane. I'm going to double check that and put it along the screen, but I'm pretty sure it's the Houses of Sal Lane. And that's up on the calendar, so you can check that out. But I picked Harvest House, which just looks so like, okay, all these houses are adorable. I really like all of them. But I picked this one. I liked the squirrels. They're cooperating. There's like quite a few pumpkins in here. And I thought the house was really cute. So I am stitching that on a 32 count porcelain linen from Evertote. And I just have a little itty bitty start here. Oh, this is haul technically, but here's my Stitch North needle minder that I purchased. But there's my little itty bitty start on Harvest House. Very cute. One of the most fun things, one of the things that we did that I had the most fun doing was picking out a Roxy Floss Co. color conversion for this chart. So I did that with Erin and Amity, the Hathaway Stitchers. We had all picked houses in the autumn line and decided that it would be really fun to just kit it up with Roxy Floss. So the three of us got to work and picked out a bunch of cute colors, and we came up with an adorable conversion, which looks just lovely, I think. I think we did really good. Lots of beautiful colors, very autumnal. If you want this conversion, like if you want to stitch one of these houses and it's in the autumn series, because I think all the, sorry, I zoned out for a second there. I think all the autumn line houses have the exact same colors required. You can message me or you can message the Hathaway Stitchers about getting that conversion. We will happily share it. But yeah, absolutely stunning. So fun. It's a cute little start. I want to work on it more this month. I've been trying to think about what I want to do in November, and I'll talk about that more later, but I definitely want to get some autumn stitching in there, and I'd love to put a little more time into this. Okay, that's it for new starts. We've done new starts, we've done finishes, and now I got a pile of whips I'm going to show you. Okay, so let's start with my whip go pick, which you would have seen in my last video. I think I had maybe done like 2 days on it. I finished off that whip go call. Let me just bring this pile closer. And that was to work 5 days on the Raccoon by Cottage Garden Samplings. Yep, that's right. By Cottage Garden Samplings. Very cute. I love raccoons. We have quite a few of them in my neighborhood. So last time I worked on this project, I was here, and now I am here. So I filled in this whole leg here, because I thought that would probably be a good use of my time. Yeah, so it's coming along, not too bad. This is stitched on I think it's a 28 count, right? Yep, 28 count vellum by Picture This Plus. I'm stitching it with the DMC. And yeah, it's coming along. It's doing something. Feeling pretty good about the Raccoon. Okay, another one of my whips that I worked on. This one I brought with me to Stitch North. And I would love to finish this year. So I think I'm going to make it a focus a focus piece in November. And I'm speaking of another Witchy Stitcher pattern called We're Made for Each Other, which is this one here. I've shown this on my channel quite a few times. I love this project. I'm obsessed with the fabric I've put it on. Last time you saw it, it looked like this. And now I put a few more stitches in. Looks like this. So Frankenstein's monster's face is slowly coming along here. It is taking shape. Got there's quite a bit of black filling around here. Like, I think what's really gonna slow me down is her hair. Her hair is so tall. Like, it's gonna be like a lot of block stitching, but that's fine. That's like good to do while you're watching TV. And this is stitched on a 14 count Aida, so at least it's easy. Like, it's easy stitching, you know? But I feel like this could be finished this year, and I would love for it to be finished this year, honestly. This is 14 count Huntress from Picture This Plus. Absolutely stunning fabric. I love it. Like, it's so purple, and I think these colors really pop off of it. And yeah, it's just fun to work on. So I definitely want to put more time into that this month. I'm getting into my plans. I gotta stop jumping ahead, but this will be coming back. Okay, another Stitch North project that I brought with me was Beach Rat. Not very seasonal, obviously. It's not fall or Halloween, but the people I was sitting with, I had started Beach Rat with in the summer at StitchCon. So I was like, I should bring Beach Rat and work on Beach Rat. And I did. So this is where I was last time with Beach Rat. And I put a few more stitches in on the actual bird. Not a ton, but you know, a few strands. And now Whoa. Okay, hang on a second. And now, oh my. Now we look like this. So I was just working over here. These stitches here. Doesn't look like a lot, but it's something. It's something. Beach Rat. Beach Rat is on an 18 count Aida. It's from Fiber on a Whim. It is called, no, it's not 18 count. It's a 16 count Aida. Sorry. It's called Pistachio, which I think is like a really beautiful color for this project. Like, that looks good, right? I like it. Beach Rat. Goal is to finish this by StitchCon. I'm going to StitchCon. I don't think I mentioned that in my last video, but I filmed my last video like the day after invoices were sent out, and I'm gonna go to StitchCon. I'm going to Weekend A. If you saw me at StitchCon last year, I was swearing up and down that I was not gonna go this, like, in 2025. And that's just because I have like a big trip planned, or I'm currently planning a big trip that I want to do, and I'm just like, I don't know if I can make it work. And then I thought about how long it would be before I would get to see all my stitching friends again, and that made me sad, and I thought, YOLO, let's go again. So I'm going, and I'm a big fat liar who swore they weren't gonna go, but here I am, going again in 2025. So goal is to not have it finished, but finish it at StitchCon. We'll see if we can get there. I think so. I think we can get there. I mean, he's a big bird. It's a lot of white. But I like stitching on it, and it's a really cool pattern. So, you know, we'll keep working on it. June's still ages away. So much time. Okay, 2 more whips. That's 4. This is 2. 2 more whips. I worked on Halloween at Hawkrun Hollow. So this was my other whip go call for October. I did not finish this in October. I wanted to focus on getting my finishes. So towards the end of the month, I spent more time on Don't Look so I could actually finish that project. But I did put 2 days into this, and I'm working on the 3rd block here. So this Headless Horseman block. Previously, we were here, and I will show you what I have added. I was getting bored with working with the black, so I started to add some colors. Here we, oh, sorry, that's a bit tilted, isn't it? It's a bit tilted. Let's just fold it down properly. Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough. Oh, is it? This is the world's biggest piece of fabric. It's so huge. Okay, there we are. There we go. Okay, so new stuff. I added the jack-o'-lantern, the little flag he's holding. I started stitching the horse. I got the pants, and I started putting some of the greenery down here because this flag is the same green as this stuff. So, yeah, that's where we are. I was like delusional at the start of the year. I'm like, no problem. I'm going to be able to finish the whole top row this year. That's not going to happen. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to finish this block by the end of the year, but we'll see. So that's what the top row looks like so far. I am stitching this on a 32 count. It's going to be massive. It's going to be so big, but it's beautiful. I love working on it. I really love it. So I'm still going to put 5 more days into this, and we'll just see where we get at the end of that. The name of the fabric, it's like Country Mocha or something. Again, I'm like really bad with my notes today. Let me see if I can find it. Ooh. Oh, I lied to you. I have 3 more whips to show, not 2. Light Mocha. That's what it is. 32 count light mocha. So, there we go. It's a big one. But it will be beautiful, and it's going to hang up year-round, I've decided. So, yeah, there we are. Headless Horseman. We'll see how far we get with those 5 remaining days. Okay. Penultimate whip is the Stitch for Pride Sal by Dees 20 Stitches. Hello? It's an irritating noise. I did not really work on this in October. I think I stitched on it 2 lunchtimes. I stitched on it on Halloween and yesterday at lunchtime at work. And that's okay, because like I said, I was focused on getting those finishes and working on other stuff. So October's artist was Edward Gorey. No, I have not read the learnings for this month yet. I've barely started the pattern, but this is what we've got. This is what we've got. Just a little bat. Oh, the pattern itself looks like this. So it's like a bat. It's pretty tall. And I've got half a bat right now. But it's pretty cute. There's the whole pattern. November's piece has been released. I have not really taken a very close look at it yet. But yeah, there we go. That's 2 lunchtimes worth of stitching, kind of. I'm stitching this on a 32 count fabric called Eris by Mystic Fabrics. And the thread I'm stitching that with is actually one of the gifts that we got in our Stitch North gift bag. Looks like this. It's by hand-dyed by Rolanda, and it is called Raven. I have wanted to try hand-dyed by Rolanda for so long. I've never made an order from her shop, but she had so many gorgeous fabrics out, beautiful threads. I'll show you. I purchased one of them. I was pretty chill with my shopping just because I was packing light, just carry on only, and I knew I was gonna be wandering around Toronto on Sunday, and I didn't want to have like a ton of stuff on my back. So I didn't go crazy shopping, but I did buy another piece of thread. But I was so happy to get something for free from her, like as a gift, and it was like the perfect color for this pattern. So it's Raven, it's like black and gray. It's so, yeah, it's just so pretty. So that's what I'm using for October's Stitch for Pride release. And finally, I don't even really know why I'm showing it to you because I barely did any stitching on it. Well, that's a bit of a lie. I did about 75 stitches on it. It just looks like not a lot because it's a big pattern on a small stitch count. But last night I worked on Autumn Cloche by Hello from Liz Matthews. I love this pattern. It's so pretty. Last time you saw it, it looked like this. I believe I worked on this as part of a Whip Go call earlier this year. And now it looks like that. So we watched Hocus Pocus last night and I just worked on this butterfly. And this is on a 40 count fabric. I have a hard time working on 40 count, especially like this one. I find I have like Christmas Garden is on 40 count and I'm stitching that, and it's not quite as bad as this, I find. But this one, my eyes were hurting by the end, but I was determined to at least get the black done on this butterfly. And there we go. Black done. So, you know, it's slowly coming together. But this, like I said, it's a 40 count fabric. It is called Phantasm, I think. Yep. Phantasm by Atomic Ranch Linen. It's a really beautiful color. The camera doesn't quite do it justice. It's like purpley, bluey kind of, but I think it looks great. I think it looks great with this project. That's it. Those are the whips. Okay. Let's talk about plans. So, November, okay. I'm of 2 minds about what I want to do. And I think I know where I'm leaning. Initially, I was like, I'm going to use November as a catch-up month to finish any goals I might have missed. So that would be like finishing the block on Hawkrun and I always flip them. Halloween at Hawkrun Hollow. Finish off like the current part I'm on for Dark Queen of the Earth. Things like that. I don't know if I'm going to focus on that so much as I want to finish my WhipGo calls. So I am going to be working on Hawkrun Hollow, but maybe only for 5 days, just to finish off that call. I have 5 days on Cabin Fever, which is a Dimensions kit. And I have 5 days on Sunroom Runner by Carolyn Manning. So those are my WhipGo calls. I want to finish those this month. I also said I want to finish Made For You. So I think I'm going to focus on this piece and try and get it done, because I think that'd feel really good to get another finish in on an older whip. And I quite enjoy working on this. It is like a lot of block stitching. It looks really cool. It's easy to stitch on. It's fun. So those are my major plans. Other than that, I want to work on autumnal stitching. So I'm going to put a couple more days into Autumn Cloche. I want to put some more days into Harvest House. I started Autumn is as Joyful in September, and I want to put more stitching into that. And I think that's it, she says. Oh, and catch up on Stitch for Pride. So I've got a lot going on, but, you know, we'll see how it goes. I like making plans and changing them on the fly, so that's what we've got going on. I do have a couple planned starts as well. One is going to be an ornament for my nephew that I got as part of the Jingle Ball booklet. If not from last year, then it was the previous years. So I know I want to stitch that too, and I'll probably start that this month. But anyway, new starts are kind of like in the air. I know there's a few things I kind of want to do, but we'll see if I actually get to them. So anyway, those are my like loosey-goosey plans so far. We'll see what actually happens. Okay, what else do I have? Let me talk about Stitch North real quick. So Stitch North was last weekend. It's in Brampton, which is just outside of Toronto. It's actually pretty close to Pearson Airport. Well, relatively speaking, close to Pearson Airport. I think it's still about like a 25-minute drive. And I had a blast. It was a really good time. I sat at a table with Tara from Willow Women Crafts, Hillary from Subpar Stitches, Erin and Amity from the Hathaway Stitchers, and a woman named Megan. I don't believe she has a Flosstube. She's very sweet. She's from Alaska. And on Saturday, we also sat with a local woman from Toronto. Her name was Liz. But it was oh my God, and Chandria. How could I forget Chandria? And Chandria from Chandria Carol Stitches. I think that is her full Flosstube. Chandria, if that is wrong, I'm so sorry. I'm putting it up here though, in case. Everyone's gonna be tagged in the comments, actually. Everyone's tagged in the comments. Check that. But so that was my table. It was a fantastic table. We had so much fun. Like, I had a great time. So much stitching. And yeah, it was just like a great vibe. Like, the first in-person retreat I ever went to was StitchCon, which I don't know if I would recommend that as most people's first in-person retreat. Because StitchCon is very busy. There's like over 300 people there. Everyone is like buzzing, like it's very high energy. And I would consider myself like a fairly introverted person, but I can pretend to be an extrovert for short periods of time. And I will say StitchCon exhausted me. I had so much fun there, but by the time I got home, I was like zombified for like a week afterwards. Like, I slept hard. I was barely awake most days afterwards. Like, it was just, it took a lot out of me. Stitch North, so chill, so great. Everyone there, so lovely. Yeah, I just had an absolutely wonderful time. I don't know. I'm not really going into like super detailed stuff, but like what can you say other than like you had a great time with friends. We had some great meals out. There was this 100% vegetarian Indian restaurant that was just like in the parking lot of the hotel we were staying at, which was fantastic for me because I'm vegetarian. I love Indian food. So we hit that up 2 days in a row. The second day they had a buffet. It was $19 all you can eat. Glorious. Yeah, so that was so much fun. Friday night, they do burger night at the retreat, so we had burgers and fries. That was great. Yeah, it was just like a really lovely time. What else? I guess I'll show you my gifts. We all gave each other table gifts. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, here are mine. I made zippered pouches. So before I left, here's another finish, technically. I made these pouches. I made 8 total. So 3 of like the bird patterns, and I made 2 coyotes. But everyone was really excited about the coyote pattern, so I feel like I probably should have made more coyotes. I didn't know. Anyway, very cute. Here they are. I made these bags. That was fun. I got like absolutely lovely gifts in return. I'll show those off now. They're a lot of fun. Let me just bring all this over. Okay, so where should we start? Oh, first, Chandria gave everybody earrings. So these are my candy corn earrings, which I wore these on Halloween. I love them. I got a lot of compliments on them. So thank you, Chandria. Chandria also gave us like needles, and she made these little, where are they? Where have I put them? Like little needle books. I had everything organized. I swear. Here's one. Here's the other. Oh. It's in the pile. I'll find it, but I liked it. Very Canadian. Super cute. There we go. It is. Chandria Carroll stitches. But yeah. Ta-da! So I got this from Chandria. Tara crocheted everyone like little coffee cup holders, which was great because I got an ice cap every day from Tim Hortons. It's just about the only thing I like from Tim Hortons, I'll be honest. But no, you know what? The breakfast sandwiches there were fine. They were good. But I truly love the ice caps. So that's what I was getting every day. And this is great for cold drinks. So this was lovely to have. So thank you, Tara. Hillary made everybody like little kits, and we all got different patterns. Seriously adorable. Like she printed the wrap, like she made the box, she printed this wrap, kitted it up, like so freaking cute. There's like a little, like you can put it, what am I trying to say? This is a keychain. Frame it in there. You got the little Ada. She did this, like this little floss card. And the pattern is it's a little owl. Yeah. Boop. Little owl. So cute. So I wanted to stitch this on Halloween, but I had a very busy Halloween, so that did not happen. But I will be stitching this soon because it's so sweet. And I want that keychain. All right, let's jam this back in here. But yeah, absolutely incredible. Thank you, Hillary. And then what else do we have here? Oh, Megan made these. I don't even know what oh, there's the other needle book Chandria made. There we go. Aha. Megan made these little, like, what would you even call this? It's like a collapsible, like, little trinket box. But this was handy. I just had it out in front of me, and like I just put gifts in here that like from people who were passing by, and like needles and stuff that I needed for my project. So that's great. Oh, Tara also gave us these like little kind of like massagey rings. They feel nice. Okay, the Hathaway Stitchers. Erin and Avity. My God. They made Erin made this folder with pigs. I love pigs. It's very exciting. The inside, beautiful. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff in here. I'll show you this in a second. But the inner fabric, also gorgeous, like beautiful construction. This is my project bag for my harvest house, of course. I love it. I love this so much. They had like an advent calendar for us. So like the first day, everyone got a folder. The second day, we had like a little gift inside the folder, opened it up, and got, oh, Moo Homer, what are you doing here? Goodness me. Everybody got this. A Mill Hill kit of a Canadian goose. Very, very Canadian. And this needle minder. Look at his ass. It's so great. I think they said it was from Extremely Accurate, oh my gosh, I can't speak today. Sorry. Extremely Accurate Birds. But I'm obsessed. And this is definitely going to be my first Mill Hill kit. I am so starting this in December. Because look at him. Very Canadian. Très Canadian. Okay. And where's the last one? Sunday morning, we also got a needle minder. It's a long Furby. I love long Furbies. They didn't know this. And I brought it up organically in conversation the night before we got this. I just started talking about long Furbies. And boom, long Furby needle minder. Incredible. So I was over the moon to receive that. Oh my God, thank you so much. Aaron Amity freaking knocked it out of the park with this. Insane. Love it. Can't wait to, where'd my, oh my gosh, okay. The Extremely Accurate Bird has attached to the Furby. There we go. Everyone just enjoy their own places. Calm down now. There we go. Okay. Great. Amazing. Incredible. Outstanding gifts. Okay, a couple other things. We had people bring by floss. Oh, Megan also, Megan from Alaska, who made this cute little thing here. Also, Megan made that, right? Yeah, she totally made that. She also had floss drops, which are great. I got a cute little Alaska sticker as well. And this lady, she has an Instagram, Another Hand Too. Her name's Terry. She had these floss drops of like family photos. So we had to pick between her grandparents or her dad. And I'm like, oh my God, her dad is a cowboy. I want that so bad. Isn't that so cute? Like, what a beautiful way to share your family with everybody. But I love them. So got those. Okay, and then, so when I was working on my chopping mall, there was a lady sat at the table beside us who was what I would say an aggressive cheerleader for me. She walked by, she saw I was working on it, she asked me about it, and she said, "You gonna finish that?" And I'm like, yeah, I'm totally gonna finish this. And at that time, I was pretty convinced I was gonna finish it on the Friday. I did not finish it on the Friday. There was way too much stitching to do. But every time she walked by, she said, "Are you finished that yet? You still working on that?" Yes. Yes, I'm still working on it. When I was away from the table, she was asking where I was. So on Saturday, I saw her and I'm like, look, I won't finish this unless you are sat down and you can see it. So I didn't finish it until she had sat down. She was this lovely lady named Audrey. She was from Maryland. And I finished my project. I showed Audrey. I walked to the front. I rang my bell. And when I came back to my seat, she had left a gift for me on the table. Very sweet. It was like beautifully wrapped. Of course, I've opened it now. But I guess it was one of her table gifts that she had brought her table mates, but included some scissors, this cute tote bag, Be Happy, and Botanical Bee from Hands On Designs. So sweet. Like very, very kind of her. So that was a really nice surprise to get that. Yeah, I think that's about it for gifts. so many wonderful things. I'll show you what was in our gift bags as well. Okay, so Raven, the hand-dyed by Rolanda thread was there. We got that as a gift. Amazing. And then we got like so many patterns. What else? We had a needle minder from the sewing shop, a cute little zipper pull from the Grateful Needle, another zipper pull. Who's this from? Monkey and Mouse. I guess this is like a thread bed, but that's cute. What else? Oh, here's Megan's Alaska sticker she gave me. And then just like a bunch of patterns. So this one from Schoolhouse Samplers, Let Not the Morrow Your Vain Thoughts Employ. Got this. Got Tea Garden Pin Pillow from Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitchery. Got the Autumn Leaf. Who did this? Why can't I see it? Oh, Anne's Crafts. Nice little leaf. And then we got this little kit, a Stitch North kit from Evertote Canadian Stitchery and Roxy Floss Co. Oh my gosh. Of course the floss I jammed in here is like blocking. Okay, you're gonna hear some crumpling. 1 second. I just need to move this so you can actually see the pattern. 1 second. La la la. Get out of here, floss. There we go. Okay, there we go. It's a kit. Isn't that cute? I didn't start it yet, but I will stitch this because it doesn't look like it'll take terribly long, and it's very cute. So nice. I think that was all the fun free stuff we got, which is like amazing. Like so many cool patterns, so many like little adorable bits and bobs. God, I love this folder so much. It's like such a nice construction. I love it. Okay, and I'll show you what I bought. Because why not? Okay, I didn't go crazy. I contained myself. I only bought 2 pieces of fabric. One you've already seen, that was porcelain that I started Harvest House on. But Evertote also had this new to me anyway, I haven't seen it, newish color called Irish Moss. I had to get some. I don't know what I'm gonna put on here, but I thought it was so beautiful. There we go. So I got a fat quarter of it because yeah, it's nice. I like it. I hit up Tiny Modernist. I got quite a few patterns. I got, oh, actually, no, wait, this was a freebie. So this we got for free as well in our gift bags. So Small Fall Sewing, that's a freebie. Let me put that over here. Okay, so what did I buy? I bought Cardinal Wreath. So cute. I got Spring Chicken. I do love a chicken. I got Halloween Terrarium. Ah, so cute. And I got Bobbing for Apples. It's adorable. What else did I get? Ooh, I got a bead bed. I have been watching that clip from Arrested Development where oh my god, why can't I remember her name? Portia de Rossi's character says beads and Job thinks she says bees. And that just becomes a thing in the whole episode. Beads or bees? Beads. Beads. I don't know. That's a tangent. But anyway, beads, a bead bed, which I'm going to need for my chatelaine, which I do plan to start at the beginning of next year. Bead bed. Beads? Bees? Bead. What else did I get? Trim. I bought some trim for the pillow because I was like, ooh, that looks similar. Yeah, look at that. So I'm gonna turn that into a pillow. I got my trim already. Boom. I also bought this pattern, Mistletoe Manor Sampler and Smalls from Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitchery and Blueberry Ridge. Is this a collab? Perhaps it is a collab. Yes. Anyway, so pretty. They had this model there and like stunning. It is gorgeous. And on the Saturday night, was it Hannah from Roxy Floss or Carolyn? I can't remember. Maybe it was Hannah. Said that they had a conversion for this. And I was like, well, I have to get the conversion, obviously. So I got the Roxy Floss Co. conversion for that, which is, oh, here's some stickers I got too. The Lorax. I got some Roxy Floss Co. I got the conversion. This is not all the threads. I owned some of them already, so I didn't buy all of them. I think Falu Red is also supposed to be in here, and I have a lot of Falu Red. It's like my favorite Roxy color. It's so beautiful. But this is at least, I would say 3/4 of the conversion needed. And it is stunning. So obviously had to get that. Very cool. What else did I buy? And then I got this thread. I thought it was cool. It's called Wednesday. Looks great. And I don't know what I'm gonna use this for, but I thought it was so pretty. I couldn't pass it by. It was hand dyed by Rolanda. It's 50 yards. I'm gonna have to find like a really big project for this, but wow. Like, look at the colors. Stunning. I love it. Yeah, it's beautiful. And that's my Stitch North haul. I do have one other thing I got, and I just got this at the grocery store the other day. Just cross stitch Christmas. I saw it and I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna buy that. There's a lot of cute patterns in here. I enjoyed working on the Halloween pattern I got. There's like, oh, there's so many like cute little things in here. So anyway, got the Christmas edition, and yeah, that was that. I think that's everything I wanted to talk about. I always feel like I'm missing something. I totally meant to write notes. I forgot to write notes. Oh well, if I missed something, I'm sorry. I just wanted to say I had an absolutely fabulous time at Stitch North. Oh, one last thing. One thing I did after Stitch North on Sunday, my flight wasn't until quite a bit later. And the Royal Ontario Museum had an exhibition on quilts made in Canada, and I went to that quilt show. Well, it wasn't a quilt show, it was a quilt exhibition, as I just said. I went to see those quilts on Sunday afternoon, and they were stunning. I took a couple pictures. I'm gonna put up some of my favorites here, totally without context, so this is not helpful at all, but they were beautiful. It was amazing to see these, because a lot of them were like made in like 1860, like they were old. There were some more recent ones. My favorite section was the protest quilt section. This quilt here was made during the Oka crisis by an Indigenous artist. Oh man, just the work was absolutely stunning. I loved it. I had a great time. So it was a very like textile heavy weekend. Stitch North was great. I stitched my butt off. I hurt my arms stitching. I stitched so much. They're fine now. They feel okay now, but I was icing them at night because I'm like, they are getting tight. So it was stitching and then quilts, and it was just a great weekend. It was lovely. Yeah, I would definitely go back to Stitch North. Stitch North was great. I had a wonderful time. Okay, I think that's about it stitching wise. So if you made it this far, thank you so much. I post videos every 3 weeks. If you're new here and you didn't know that, that's the regular cadence of videos. If you liked what you saw, give me a follow, give me a like. Have you been to Stitch North? Were you at Stitch North? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, that's it for stitching. I'm just going to very quickly move on to my final segment, which is what I'm reading, watching, and playing. and then we'll just call it a day. Okay, yeah, let's just do that now. Reading. I am reading things. I have not finished anything. I have been like very focused on like crafting, and I've had a lot of events the past few weeks where I've been out of the house, so I haven't finished stuff. I do feel like I will be finishing some books, hopefully by the next time we speak, that I can actually talk about, but I won't discuss them for now because they're not done. So kind of reading, but not finishing anything. What have I been watching? Okay, so October for me, I really ramp up my horror movie watches. I watch horror year round. I love it. But October, we kick it up a notch. So I will talk about some of my favorite things I watched very briefly. I'm not going to go into them too much, but I'll just talk about a few of the movies. So I saw the new Terrifier movie. I saw Terrifier 3 in theater at the Rio, which is a local theater in East Vancouver, with a friend of mine. I like watching the Terrifier movies in theater because I think there is something very special about watching something so absolutely shocking and horrifying in a crowd, so you can get the gasps and the laughs and all of it all together. It's like a group viewing experience in my mind. If you have watched the Terrifier movies, you know exactly what you're getting with this. It is horrifying and disgusting and so funny somehow. They're hilarious to me. I think that must mean there's something slightly wrong with me because they're horrible. They're so gory. They're like the goriest type of movie I watch. And I'm not usually someone who like loves a lot of gore, but there's something about how they do it in these films that it is so over the top, it becomes funny. And it helps that the guy who plays the clown, so I showed you the horrible poster, I'm sure, when I started talking about this. Apologies. I should probably, maybe I'll put a flashing warning on the screen that a clown is about to appear, because I know that that is very upsetting for some people. But yeah, there is the main, I think he's a protagonist, honestly. He's the hero of the film, is Art. Art the clown. He is played by an actor who is an excellent physical comedian. He's just very funny, even when he's doing absolutely terrible things to people. So I thought it was, I don't think it was my favorite one. I think Terrifier 2 is my favorite of these movies, but it was still very enjoyable if you like this type of movie. If you don't like horror, avoid this like the plague. It will upset you deeply. There's like, if you look up reviews for this thing on Letterboxd, you will find either like some people are giving it 3 to 5 star reviews talking about, yeah, it was good, it was funny, blah, blah, blah. There's like those reviews, and then there are tons of 1-star reviews of people who just said, I walked out. It will test your ability to watch what it's putting in front of you. Anyway, Terrifier 3, a lot of fun. I watched also Smile. I hadn't seen Smile before. The new one's out in theaters. I haven't watched that one yet. I didn't know what to think about it based on the advertising. I thought it looked maybe like it would be kind of corny, but Smile was genuinely creepy. Smile, I didn't even tell you what Terrifier 3 was about. You don't need to know the plot. It's just a clown who goes around and ruins people's days by horrifically murdering them, basically. There's no plot in Terrifier. It doesn't matter. Smile, on the other hand, is about a psychiatrist or some type of someone in the psychology, basically. She works in a hospital and she sees people who are mentally unwell, and she sees a woman who is like haunted by this entity that keeps smiling at her that no one else can see. And that woman passes it on, essentially, to the psychologist. So the psychologist starts seeing this smiling demon creature type thing, and it is so unnerving. This movie is like creepy. It's really creepy. The acting is not fantastic, but honestly, I don't really need that in a horror. If the acting's good, like, that is a plus. But this the concept was really strong and I thought it was well executed. Smile, creepy, I liked it. I also watched an Irish horror film called Oddity that is on Shudder right now. That's quite good. I really liked it. It is about a woman whose sister has been murdered, and it looks like it's a closed case, but the sister does not really believe how this woman, like how her sister was killed. So she goes to the house where her sister was murdered to try and kind of crack the case, essentially. And it is very creepy. It's fun though. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of like fairy tale-esque, I would say. I don't want to go too far into it because I think there's some fun little bit. Like, if you don't know a lot about the movie, it's best if you go into it and not know a lot, is what I'm saying. But anyway, I really liked Oddity. What else? Did I see anything else I enjoyed? I think those were the oh, no, I saw Megan. The one about the robot. It's about like this woman who works at a robotics or a toy company, and she makes a robot to be friends with her niece who has just lost her parents in a horrible car crash. And Megan looks ridiculous. It is ridiculous, but it knows it's ridiculous. It fully leans into that, and it is so good. It's really funny. And also kind of scary at some points. Like, not like actually terrifying, but there are some like genuinely unnerving sequences in this movie. But I had a lot of fun with Megan. I liked it. I don't know. Has anyone here seen Megan? Did you like Megan? Apparently they're going to be making sequels. I don't think that's necessary, but I enjoyed the ride. And yeah, that's I think those were my favorites that I don't know why I put that in quotes, favorites. It's hard to have favorites because I was watching like some oldies but goodies, you know, ones I watch all the time, like 28 Days Later, Ghostbusters I watch every year. I still haven't, there's 2 movies I watch every year that I did not watch this year. I always watch The Thing and I always watch Return of the Living Dead. Those are my 2 favorites. And I didn't put them on this year. Maybe November. Anyway, if you want to see all the other stuff I'm watching, I do put my Letterboxd in the description. So you can follow me there and see all the stuff I'm checking out. But that is it for watched. And finally, let's talk about what I'm playing. Okay, so I started playing the Monster Hunter beta. I have never played Monster Hunter before, but some people I work with are really into it. And my friend Jen told me that she would train me. So I am learning how to play Monster Hunter, which has been interesting so far. So I've played one night of the beta. I think they're just doing server tests. Like, the full game's going to come out in February. So I made my character earlier this week and completed like the little tutorial they had there. And I think I'm going to play again tonight and enjoy doing that. It's been fun. It's kind of cool. It's a very different style of game. It's interesting because usually when you like fight enemies in games, they have health bars, but in Monster Hunter, there are no health bars. You kind of just have to observe the monster that you're attacking and seeing if it like looks like it's getting weakened or injured in any way. So that's a different thing to wrap my head around. And I just picked up the new Dragon Age, actually. Dragon Age Veilguard. I love the Dragon Age series. I've played all 3 of the previous games. And this is the 4th entry, and I bought it. I made my character last night. I played a little bit of the prologue, and then I got really tired and I turned it off. I didn't finish it. But I'm going to be playing more of that this weekend probably. And yeah, over the next several weeks probably, because Dragon Age is great. It's very addicting, and I'm excited to play this one. And it's great because one of my friends worked on it. So very proud of him. Yeah, anyway, that's what I've been up to. My cat is meowing. I think he wants some food. I'm going to go deal with that. If you stuck out this far, thank you for watching all the way through. And I will talk to you all in 3 weeks' time. Okay, bye.